Hello, I am Christopher Shepherd. The excerpt you are about to see is a monologue from August Strindberg, Miss Julie. Hope you enjoy. Do you know what the world look like from below? No, you don't. No more than the hawks and falcons of whose backs we cannot see because they are always floating somewhere up there, high above in the clouds. I lived in the cotter's hovel, together with 7 other children and a pig. Out there, on that grey plain, where there isn't even a single tree. But from my window I could see the walls of the Kong's Park and an apple tree above it. That was the Garden of Eden. And many fierce angels with flaming swords were guarding it. One day, I got into the Garden of Eden with my mother to weed the onion beds. Beside it stood a Turkish pavilion, together with trees and covered with honeysuckles. That must have been the most beautiful building I've ever seen. People went in and came out again. One day the door was left wide open. I went up and I saw the walls were covered with pictures of kings and emperors. The windows were huge with red fringed curtains. You know what I mean. I've never been to the manor. All I've ever seen was a church. But this was much finer. And no matter where my thoughts ran, it always returned to that place. And gradually, a longing arose within me to taste its finer pleasure. I snuck in, stood up and admired. Then I heard somebody come in. There was one way out for fine people, and for me, there was another. And I had no other choice but to choose it. I plunged through a raspberry bush, chased across the strawberry plantation, and ended up on the terrace where the roses grew. There I caught sight of a pink dress and a white stocking. That was you. I crawled up into a pile of weeds, right up into it. You know, stinging thistles and ill-smelling dirt. Then I saw you walking among the roses, and I wondered if it be possible for a robber to get into heaven and dine with angels. Then it is strange that a cotter's child here on this God's earth, could not get into the park to play with the Kong's daughter.